Hi friends, Miss Brosnan here, ready to talk to you about another letter. Today the letter that we are going to talk about is letter Q. And Q is a letter that you don't see very often. Here is letter Q. And this is uppercase Q. So can you say that letter with me? Q. Great. And this is lowercase q. You say Q? Good, lowercase q. So as you can see, the letters look really different. They both have some curvy lines and some straight lines. So let's just trace this with our finger. We can go around, close, and then just a slant line down. And then let's trace lowercase q. Around, close, and then down with a little squiggle up. So Miss Brosnan had a hard time because almost all of the names in all of our classes don't have any Q's in them, but I found one name in the Precious Jewels class, and that name is this one. It's a long name. It's actually 3 names. So we have Jason, Velasquez, Umansor. So that is Jason's whole name, and I had to write his whole name to find letter Q. So can you find the letter Q in Jason's name? I'll give you a hint. It's in this middle name of his. Yep, it is lowercase q. It's right there. You see it? And to help you, Miss Brosnan is going to go ahead and just circle it. There you go. You see that lowercase q? Yeah. So Miss Brosnan also had a hard time finding anything in her house that begins with letter Q because Q is not a letter that you see very often. So I'll show you some pictures. Again, remember this is uppercase Q. And if I turn it around, I see a quilt. A quilt is another name for a blanket. Do you have a blanket in your house that looks like this? Miss Brosnan doesn't even have a quilt to show you, so it's hard to even show you what that might look like, but I'm sure you might have something similar. I know some of you do, because I've seen them at nap time. And on this one, do you remember this one? That's right, it's lowercase q. If I flip it over, I see a quarter. Yeah, that's right, a quarter. And if you can see very closely, can you see the letter Q that's on this quarter? Yep, it's right there, that right there. And actually, Miss Brosnan does have a quarter, but it's really hard to see on screen where the Q is on the quarter, but it's on the other side. So it's on the other side. I don't know if you can see it, but probably not. So now we're gonna write letter Q. If you don't have a marker or a paper, you can use your finger and pretend that you're writing on a notebook or something. But if you do have a pencil and paper, now is the time to go get it. So we're gonna start at the top. We're gonna go around, close, and then a straight line going down. And this again is uppercase Q. Say uppercase Q. Good. Let's make it one more time. We're gonna start at the top, around, close, and then a straight line down. Hey, perfect. All right, now we're gonna make lowercase q. You guys ready? Do around, close, and then we're gonna go down and then go up. It's a little tricky. Let's try it one more time. Around, close, down, slant up. Perfect. Thanks, guys. We'll make it in the air too, just in case you don't have a marker. So let's start with uppercase Q first. So around, close, and then slant down. Perfect. Let's make lowercase q. Around, close, down, and then slant up. Perfect. And the sound that this letter represents is qua, qua, qua. You say it with me. Qua, qua, qua. So the sound that letter Q represents is qua. And we can pretend that we are going to give someone a quarter. So say qua, qua. Perfect. Thank you for watching, friends. I'll see you next time.